And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Geometry Dash yet again, because I don't get dizzy from it anymore, which is great, which means that I can actually play it more times. Here's the sound. Because that was basically my biggest problem with the game, but if I can actually not get dizzy from it, then there shouldn't be a problem on playing it in the first place. So the thing about today is that I'm in the level 10 of the main game. It's called Step, and it's the first one where the face is very visible angry, like very irritated, wanting to punch someone. So I don't know if that's a good thing, probably not, but that's why I say that we're starting in the double digit territory, because it's the first one that, well, has 2 digits, it's the 10th one. But we will see. I mean, already the name Step doesn't really give me too much confidence, because it kinda implies that it's gonna be a fast song. So, well, let's find out. Nice, 2%. Oh, and already changing gravity. Wait, something kill me? What kill me? Does the ceiling shoes automatically kills me now? Probably because that's what should happen. Yeah, probably. Though it seems that it's that ceiling in particular, like, seems that there is some sort of ceiling that it's not spikes, but it works as spikes. It's like a corrupted ceiling. Oop, my bad, I forgot to move. We're fine. Thankfully this part seems something like you autopilot a lot. Oh, that's right, about coins. So I thought that coins were something that you only picked up if you were a completionist, but it turns out that coins are needed to unlock some levels. In fact, there are 2 levels, and I'm pretty sure in reality there are 3, it's just that one of them I already unlocked, that require 10, 20, and 30 coins respectively. I already have 10, so that's not a problem. But the issue is with the rest, obviously. So I don't know if I can do that, or at least I don't know if I can do that casually. I will probably need to try hard. Wait, I can change the volume here. Wait a second. I think I might need to Alt Tab. I want to. Oh, never mind, the volume I think was as low as it could. Well, I mean, just like any reading game, it is supposed to be loud. Because you're supposed to hear the music, but damn, it's quite loud. Well, reading game. Again, when I call this game a rhythm game, just keep in mind that I actually mean pseudo-rhythm game. This is not a rhythm game, but it's a honorary rhythm game, I will say. Oh, and I say this part was automatic. Well, it is very automatic. I fall for that again. How to pay more attention. even... Why am I going there? I really am not paying attention at all. I don't know if I want to pick that coin or not. Like, see, the thing is, obviously coins are useless until you actually get the winning attempt, obviously. Because picking them up now doesn't do anything, but learning the path to pick the coin seems like a good idea. But this coin, it feels very hard to get. Like, it's right there, so it's not like you even need to search for it. But it's hard to even get to that point. You have to go too low. What? I think I was supposed to instantly jump after that. Yeah, probably, because that's a gravity switcher. I don't think you can do anything else. Yeah. In fact, the best way to do that is probably to just leave your button completely pressed, at least until the last jump, because if you keep the button there, you're gonna die to the spikes. But it seems like a good idea overall. I almost got the coin there. I mean, I got it, but I died, obviously. But yeah, it seems that if you can do that, as long as you don't exaggerate the movement afterwards, you can do it. Probably. Yeah, you can do it. It's kinda distracting though for the rest of the flight, but it's okay. Damn, that looked pretty cool. I didn't know that was the airship one and I couldn't react to it, but it was a pretty cool section. It was very, very cool. It's also a cool song. It's not really... Like, I thought this was gonna be something like speedcore, but I think I just exaggerated. Doesn't seem to be a very fast song, really. It's okay. Damn, I don't know how I dodged that. What? So you get that coin? Huh. And you even go down there? Well, I will assume, because otherwise that coin is impossible. want to assume that. Ooh, alright. Damn it, I forgot to hold it. Thankfully that ship section in the middle is super easy. We'll even say that it's almost free. Damn it. Try to go for the coin. I kinda wanna see how you can go down. And by see, I mean just see. Oh, if you touch one of those things, the gravity reverses. So that's the thing. After that, there is like some sort of wall. And apparently you can go inside that wall somehow. But honestly, dude, I really think that coins can go with a dick. Especially those coins. Besides, I'm pretty sure there is a lot of early levels where I can get a lot more coins from. Probably. For some reason I didn't fly up in time. I completely disconnected my brain there. Like, if you hold the button a lot when you're an airplane, it's super easy to just get lunch. Oh, you go there, there is no wall. There is another one there. So that's how you get the coin. I still don't think I'm interested. Also, something that I forgot. I can actually make the stream look a little bit better. I completely forgot that yesterday I decreased the bitrate. I can make it better. Well, better. You're probably not even gonna tell the difference, but hey. If it can be better, why not? But yeah, the difference is so small, and especially, well, I guess on a game like this can be appreciated after all, considering that this is a game that is very, like, moves a lot. There is a lot of stuff changing constantly on the screen, so an increase in bitrate will help. Not that much, but enough, you know. really. Damn it. You go lunge too fast. So these apparently are gravity switchers that look like bouncers. They are a little bit weird. A little bit. But alright. Also, I should get a monitor stand, because I feel like I'm gonna end up fucking my spine at this rate. Because the monitors are in a place where I kinda need to look down. And unconsciously, obviously, that means that I will kind of move my neck down a little bit. So I will need to buy, well, 2 stands, one for my main monitor and one for my second one. The problem is that they also will waste a lot of space in the table. But, you know, it's a space that will probably be well spent. I hope. At least. Let me pick it up. At least I'm glad that such a large percentage of this map is so fucking free, which is this section. This section is kinda like just spamming flight a little bit. Damn it. I jumped too early. Sadly, the part that comes after the plane doesn't seem that easy at all. Seems quite complex, actually. It seems that I can consistently get here. And if I can consistently get here, that means that I should be able to consistently get to the part that I'm actually struggling. That is indeed true. I can get consistently to this part, it seems. Honestly, this map doesn't seem that bad at all. If I try to get the coin, that's the only thing that could realistically kill me, or if I am distracted and I fuck up in one of the gimmicks. That's the only thing that could kill me before getting here, really. So there I need to take the refresher. The refresher, I mean the bouncer. I don't need to skip it. And after that, there is one champ refresher that I need to take and another one that I don't. And after that, I don't know, because it's a little bit too far, but you know. So that's 60%. And after that, there are no more coins. Which means that there are not gonna be alternate paths, which means that the difficulty is probably gonna increase considerably. Probably. Wait, you're not supposed to use that one? But how do you do it? Like, I'm pretty sure you are, but I use it and you should die, unless you delay it a lot. Something tells me I will need to practice that section on practice mode, probably. Most likely. I can smell practice mode incoming. That didn't seem very obvious. Unless I was on the wrong side, which could be possible, though I doubt. Damn it. Lunch a little bit too much. Maybe I spoke too soon when I say that I could get use. I could get consistently to 60%. Maybe I did speak too soon. It is possible. It's a possibility. I think, well, first of all, I do think I need to practice that, but something also tells me that... Oh, wait I don't know if that weird floor that kills you continues forever, actually. I think I need to get there and find out. I could go to practice mode, but first I want to see what... like, I want to give it another shot just to see what I can find. Damn it. Can't believe I fell for that one. I gotta say that dying to a bouncer is very evil. Because they really start... they make you see bouncers as a threat. Even though that's not really the case a lot of times. They really start training your brain to see them as a threat. That's super fucked up. But it's fine. No, the part that I died is the one that comes afterwards, I think. Yeah, I think it is. I want to get to that part again in the in the normal mode. Don't want to go to practice yet. Just want to see it again. Really? That's the first time I died to that. Weird place to die too, I gotta say. Yeah, that's the part. That's the part that I don't know what to do, so I need to go to practice mode here. Oh yeah, I forgot practice mode is on pause. So let's see. Usually let's get there normally. Well, because otherwise there is no other way to practice it. It would be nice if it opened like a level editor or something to practice. I want to set a checkpoint here because it doesn't seem necessary. I guess here we could put a checkpoint. Yeah, that was a smart choice. That was indeed a smart choice. We can put another one around here, but no. I'm gonna put a one after this section ends here. There you go. Basically, this is what I need to practice overall, just to see what to expect. Well, so if I let myself fall, that doesn't work. I don't think I need to practice this first section here. I think this is more or less easy to do. So I wonder where else I could put the checkpoint. I guess putting the checkpoint here is not bad. Damn, I think that's just a super hard jump. I don't think that it's like I'm doing the wrong thing. Like, you are supposed to use the jump refresher, but it's so fast. Or rather, I don't know if it's fast, it's just precise. Right? The problem is that putting another checkpoint here is hard because there is so much shit. Like, condensed all together. I guess I could put, yeah, a checkpoint there and whatever. Okay, that's how you do it. I don't think I need to practice the rest for now, probably. But basically that jump is super precise. Well, more than super precise, I will say that it's a jump that is very... Like, you cannot... Like, you have to let the jump button go very fast. That's the problem. You have to let it go super fast. So otherwise you're gonna jump again in that platform with the spike, and you don't want that. Damn it. I really fear that jump because it feels super hard to properly do. We're gonna be in trouble. Damn, that was fucked up. I wonder what I'm supposed to do there, because I think that it is possible to go in both directions. Because I don't think you can hit the ceiling there. So I think it is possible to do that. Also 69%, nice percentage. But yeah, seems that you can go both ways, probably. Most likely. Well, that's a problem in itself, because how do I know which one is the easier one? that's fucked up. You need to change gravity there. And after that, that's a blue portal, which means that you're supposed to go down after that. Alright, I can do that. At least hopefully. That was super close. So another thing about that jump there, not only you can't press the jump too much, but you also have to use the jump refresher very early, because otherwise you wouldn't have enough altitude to do that. I don't know if the word altitude is properly used there. I mean, probably height is more appropriate than altitude, though I guess both are correct. Oh shit. Okay, so that's a little bit different than I thought. You switch gravity a lot earlier, and after that you turn into Sonic. And after that, well, at least for now, like I'm probably gonna regret saying this eventually, but for now the Sonic sections have been very easy. The Sonic sections are most likely free. Just like the ship sections, but that's just for now. That might not apply in every map. But for now, ship sections and Sonic sections are absolutely free. The only ones that are not free, funnily enough, are the default sections, the one where you're actually supposed to jump normally. I did it too late. That jump. You have to do that super early. Like, I knew you were supposed to do it early, but it seems that if you take a little bit long in using that refresher, you're out of luck. You're truly out of luck right there. We are back to falling for that. Damn it. Damn it. It's very hard to see that there are holes on the ground. I mean, I know that you're not really supposed to see it, you're most likely supposed to react to it, but the reason why I jumped so early there is because I forgot that I was supposed to go down. Oops. And I forgot about the ship. No, I'm just kidding. I just got a little bit slow. Oh, that was the wrong one. I wasn't supposed to avoid the blue thing. That's my bad. My bad. What's important at least is that I know what to do. You just need to be able to execute it. But at least the knowing part is already with me. Also, I wonder how the percentage in this game works. Because for example, this section looks very long, but it doesn't seem like it really counts that much for the percentage. Probably because it's very easy. But that's my question, like, is it possible to customize if certain parts are worth more percentage? Because that part with the ship, when it comes to length, seems quite long. It doesn't seem to reflect that in the actual percentage. Or maybe it just looks longer to me because I'm not really paying attention, in the sense that it's so easy that it makes it feel long, because your brain is very inactive, right? So because it's very inactive, it kind of like pays more attention to the environment, and it feels that a longer amount of time is passing, when in reality it's the same. I don't know. Damn it, dude, that's the second time I die like that. I see that portal, and for some reason the first thing I think is jump. Which doesn't even make sense, because jumping there while being a cube will also kill me, so I don't know why I see that it's a good idea. Hey Boda, I'm not playing custom levels, thanks, but I'm not doing it. But, you know, how is it going? Well, that's one thing to watch out for now, because I think that those blue bouncers were introduced in this level. Bouncers that change gravity. I don't think they were here before. So those are things to look for, to watch out for. Just like regular bouncers, basically. Yeah, I think they got introduced in this level. This is the first time that these blue bouncers are used. I think, I don't know. Oops. So it's pretty interesting. In this section you can get away with spamming jump a lot. Like, there were so many jumps there that I spam the jump button so much and I still didn't die. I died there, but if this game had jump spam detection, I would have died 3 times already in that section. It's pretty funny. You can actually spam so much there and nothing bad's gonna happen to you. What? Huh. That was weird because the gravity got reversed, but it feels weird the way that it was going up. Also, again, Boda, I'm not gonna play your level. Sorry, but I want to play single player levels. Damn it, that's the 3rd time I fall for that trick. Well, that trick. Not really a trick. It's like an anti-trick. Because the game expects you to jump, to touch that gravity bouncer. It's very easy to try to jump over it. Very easy to see it as a threat. I did it too late. Also, I don't know why. There are some times where my internet browser randomly lights up the, in the Windows taskbar it gets orange, like it's trying to to, trying to get my attention, but there's nothing happening. It's weird. Sometimes it just randomly happens. And I don't have notifications enabled or anything like that. It just happens. It's weird. But whatever. Kinda like when you use a messaging application like Discord or Skype that gets orange when someone is talking to you. So I kinda have that disabled. Hey Martin, how is it going? What? What you mean you bring me an ID? Well, if you mean a custom level, then I won't play it. I'm trying to beat the campaign level, so thanks, but I'm not gonna play custom levels for now. Not until the whole single player content is beaten. Oops. I pressed start very early. That's the same place I died. Basically, I died before, I mean. Because it's so easy to spam before that part that when I get there, I keep spamming. But if you spam right after that orange circle that switches gravity, you die. Because you can't get close enough to the jump refresher. So I gotta keep it cool there. Gotta stop spamming, but it's hard to stop spamming at that point. I don't know how I didn't get killed by anything there. It's also very easy to get distracted on, well, not distracted, but overwhelmed by information when you get to that point. The point where you don't really remember what you were doing. You just delay the rest of your jumps. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. But it seems that you can kinda bounce a lot there without dying. Like it seems that in fact you can even bounce continuously. Damn it. That's also a very classic death. Damn it. I thought that I will stop getting that death, but it seems like that death it's here to stay a little bit longer at least. Damn it. Too late. It also seems... Well, I'm actually not sure, but it feels like this song is longer than the previous one, right? I can't tell. I wish there was a place where it tells you how long it is. But I don't think there is. I mean, in-game, obviously. I can just Google it and see how long it is, but I mean... I don't think you can see how long they are in-game. It went too low. So this one sounds like it's around 2 minutes long, probably. I don't know if it's more than 2 minutes, it kind of feels like 2 minutes. Probably not exactly literally 2 minutes, but I mean maybe 1 minute 50 seconds or 2 minute 10 seconds, right? Something around that. At least it feels that way. If it's longer, I'll be surprised. Because it doesn't feel that much longer, but it does feel longer than previous ones. Even if it's just for a little bit, right? Really. Like for example, by the time I get to that 40% that you saw there, I think that in a lot of other maps with that same amount of time I will already be in like 60%, right? I mean in some of the previous ones I'm talking about, obviously. Team, I keep falling for that. How is that possible? I just keep falling for it. Even though there really is nothing that will make me fall for it. I actually can't tell what triggers my brain to jump there. See, it doesn't feel like there's anything that will really make sense to jump in there. Maybe because the floor looks weird and I kinda detect it as a hole or something like that. I don't know. Probably something like that. Oops, took too long. Really? It's been a long time since I died in that particular spot. You die there because you're not fast enough to jump after the switch. Interesting place to die. And that's definitely a place you die the first runs you do, but dying there now? Alright, I mean sure, why not? Oh, and you turn into a ship in the end. I thought you turned into a cube. I still can't figure out which portal is which. I thought that one was the one that turns you into a cube that goes down. Like the light blue portal, but that's actually the ship portal. Well, if the last section is ship, then that shouldn't be that hard. Or at least I surely hope that it's not that hard. Got it! Honestly, this level was a lot easier than the previous ones. Well, when I mean the previous ones, I mean the ones that literally came before this. But yeah, that was okay. It was a cool song, so sure, give it to me. That was Ed Step, that's the 10th level, so that means that we're going to the 11th level. which is called Clutter Funk. Which I'm assuming that it's a way of self-censoring and saying clusterfuck, but well, maybe it's just a funk as in funk music. Well, let's see. Oh shit, we got razors? Okay, that's interesting. Oops. Damn, and that's only 23%. Well, okay, well, it says it right there. No, but that 31 seconds actually means the total of attempts. It doesn't mean this particular attempt. But I guess it's around there. Those were like 20-something seconds. I don't know. Well, then again, it didn't seem too hard up until that point, though. This song, for some reason, feels super familiar. Like, I feel that I listened to this song before, but I never played this level, so maybe I heard it in another game, but this feels super familiar. It's weird. Oops. Maybe it's just very similar to another song I listened, but it sounds super similar. Hey Echo, how is it going? Yeah, I'm in Clutter Funk. As I was saying, it sounds super familiar. I don't know where I listened to this song before, or if I just listened to a song that is super similar to this one, but it sounds incredibly familiar. So I'm not sure if I'm stoned or if I actually heard it before. Oops. This is also in I Wanna Maker. Oh, that's why I heard it before. Alright, that makes more sense now, I see. Thanks. Yeah, it makes sense that I heard it before then. So, I definitely wouldn't have associated this with I Wanna Maker. I was thinking Osu, but yeah, maybe it was I Wanna Maker all along. Oh shit. Fuck that coin. Wow, that's fucked up. It's actually fucked up. You're supposed to turn into Sonic. Damn. But it's okay. Could be worse. At least what I like a lot is that when I see a ship, to me, it feels like a complete relief. Like, I know that I'm probably gonna regret saying this later, but every time I see a ship section, it's a relief because they are so easy to me. The leaderboards for week 1 of the I Wanna Tourney are out. I did so bad. What was the top time for I Wanna Power? I think I did 3 hours and 50 minutes. I think that was my time. And I'm assuming that the one with the RNG is like close to 0, probably. Because, you know, some people are very, very good, and some people are also very insistent, and some people are a combination of both. Those are the ones you have to watch out for. Ones that keep trying but are also very good. Oops. 42 minutes, 56 seconds for power, 955 deaths on Wacky, damn. I expected way less on Wacky. Like, I expected someone to really try hard at and really try to get the luckiest run possible. Those are number 1, I see. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that a game like I Wanna Power, it's gonna be very easy for anyone that is into very hard needle. I mean, anyone that is able to do games like Crimson Needle, I'm pretty sure that they see that game and they can just do everything super easy. It's first playthrough only. No, wait, but is Wacky also first playthrough only? I thought that Wacky was actually any playthrough, considering that it's so luck-based. But if it's first playthrough, then that makes sense. So that only applies for I Wanna Power, but if it applies to both, then it definitely makes sense. I can actually go for that coin, but it feels super dangerous. It's for every game, has to be played blind. I see. Well, wasn't like one of you, I don't remember if it was 30 or if it was you, that was very close to 1,000. So you almost got it, right? Like either you or 30 almost got it. Good luck with the level, thanks. For now I can't really get to 50%, so we will see how I progress. But hopefully I can do it. Hopefully. And after all, I was able to do the previous one relatively easily. This one might be a problem. Or not, I don't know. Oops. For some reason I thought that I was a Sonic there. And I tried to switch sides when in reality it was just like a normal jump. Oopsies. I had 1,266 deaths and placed 33 out of 102. Oh, I see. So it probably was you. Hey, you were pretty close. But it seems that a lot of other people were also very close. But yeah, good stuff. At least you know. you got onto the best half of the entries. Yeah, especially with a game like that, there really isn't much to do. But I want to see if someone actually try hards, how far they will get. If someone actually try hards to get as close to 0 as possible if they actually can, but I don't think that anyone... Well, I was gonna say that nobody's masochist enough, but I don't know that. What was before this? Only It's a Step. Yes, It's a Step is the 10th level, and I will assume that it was relatively easy considering that it only took me 1 hour, when like 4 of the previous maps took me 1 hour and a half to beat each. So I will say that it was relatively easy compared to the rest. I think I also got a coin out of it, so that's cool too. But yeah, It's a Step, differently from what I thought, was actually pretty easy. It's a Step was actually a very easy level. You know, enjoyable nonetheless. It's a little bit weird. So that's a new gimmick that is introduced in this level, which is the little cube. So it seems that your jump is a lot smaller, which makes sense. But the jump being smaller means that you also obviously have to calculate the jumps differently. Flutterfunk might take a bit longer. Yeah, I'm already realizing this. This thing already seems quite hard since I'm getting stuck at 20-something% quite a lot, and it's only the beginning. So yeah, I will say that this is gonna take quite long probably. Nice. Nice not jump there. That's a very good one. At least after that there is the ship section, and honestly I don't think I'm gonna go for the coin there. I think I'm fine without the coin. And also, I've been thinking that it might be a good idea to just ignore the coin levels. Because honestly, picking up coins is an absolute pain in the ass. I can surely do that for like the first 3 levels, right? Like I can pick every coin there probably. But after that, I think that, you know, it's just no. Because they are just too hard. I mean, it's not like, see, it's not that the coins themselves are hard to get. Problem is that it's a very big distraction when it comes to beating the whole level as a whole. That's the real problem with the coins. Oh shit. Damn, that got very cool. It actually distracted me how nice that drop was. That drop was super cool. If you practice the coins, they are not too bad. Yeah, I know, but the problem is that I feel that it's a waste of time, in the sense that the time I'm wasting practicing coins, I could be using it for practicing the level instead. I feel that obviously I can go and practice mode, but it's more, well, you said it before the other day, this game is a lot about muscle memory, right? So the problem about that is that when you play the whole thing, you follow a path that has mostly been built through muscle memory. So if you want the coins, you have to go for the coins in every attempt you do. And that greatly decreases your chances of finishing the level. That's my problem with coins. But you know, I mean, after all, there is only 2 levels that I didn't unlock and I'm probably not gonna unlock, so I don't think that's that bad, all things considered. Like, if I cannot play 2 levels because of the coins, then so be it. You know, I feel like they are just very annoying to get. I mean, as I said, I'm probably, if I eventually beat every level except for the coin ones, then maybe I could try getting coins in the first levels that are probably super easy to do. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think I will try hard too much. But you know, we are talking about too far into the future, because for that to happen, I first need to beat every level that are not the coin ones. And that's not gonna happen anytime soon, you know. I mean, not just because the levels are also gonna take a really long time to beat, but also because, you know, it's not like I really plan on playing this game that often. The coin levels are really cool, worth unlocking. So how many are they? Because I seen 2 that are locked, but I'm assuming that there is also one that requires 10 coins that I already unlocked, right? I don't know what one that is, but I think there is a level that requires 10 coins that has been unlocked, obviously, because I have 10. Oh, that was close. Well, that certainly wasn't close. That was spot on. You already unlocked Club Step. Interesting name, Club Step. There is a lot of steps, right? Ed Step, Club Step. I'm assuming there are gonna be more steps down the way. Well, just like the music genres, you have all kinds of electronic music genres that end with step. You have dubstep, trapstep, well, the number of the BPM step, right? You have a lot of steps. Drum step is pretty cool. Personally like it. You know, so it's pretty interesting because there is a genre of music that I mentioned that is called trap step, that apparently it's trap but with a more electronic, well, with an EDM touch, right? Like, basically, I hate trap. Like, trap to me is like one of the bottom of the barrel music genres that exist, obviously to me, right? But trap step, I listened to one song that is supposedly categorized as trap step, and it's so good. Though it's most likely not because of the genre itself, but rather the producer. But like there is this guy called Chameleon. He does a lot of funky shit, right? And one of those funky songs is called Be Wild. Apparently that song is categorized as trap step, and it sounds really good. So, you know. I don't know if that's because the genre is cool or because Camellia is cool. Camellia has a lot of very good songs. Has a lot of very whack songs too. Well, like every artist basically. Is to be expected. Ah, fuck me. Togi? Wait, Ayo, is that the girl that does like a very sassy, chill-like voice? Or is that a different one? Because I remember there is someone with that similar name that does the usual very high-pitched song, but like very smug, like rap, right? Like a high-pitched rap voice. Is that the same one or is that a different one? I don't know what the rest says though. Something about a forest, right? Something about the direction of a forest. I don't know. Something like that. Also, hey Colo, how is it going? This guy is a fucking deaf fuck. Yesterday he told me that my microphone was malfunctioning. The only thing that was malfunctioning was his fucking brain. Like, how is it possible? The worst part is that I trusted you. I think that's really the worst part. But yeah. Screw you for making me think that my microphone wasn't working properly. Maybe it's your headphones, the ones that are not working properly. Not sure, it's a bit like rap. I see. Yeah, I seen if it's the same singer that I thought, she does a lot of songs like that where she raps but still sounds like a kid. So it ends up sounding funny because it's like someone that sings like Eminem but with the voice of a 8-year-old, right? It ends up being very funny instead. Well, though I think that more than Eminem, a better example is Snoop Dogg. Like, if it's the singer I think it is, she's more like laid back, not really do anything loud, just like chill rap, right? Like Snoop does. I think it was the internet, I thought it was the mic. Yeah, most likely that was the case. The song doesn't have that much of a high-pitched voice, it's normal. Well, it might not be the same one, but yeah. Though maybe what I call high-pitched, maybe it's not that high-pitched in reality. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna give it a listen later if I remember. I say if I remember because my memory is not very good. So I'm probably gonna forget, but I'm gonna try not to. But I can't make any promises. Well, I mean, I remember about the I Want Attorney, so I guess there is a chance that I can remember about this. Oh, also, since you are here, Colo, have you seen the latest chapter of the Dragon Ball manga? because I want to complain, but the problem is that nobody here gives a shit about Dragon Ball except for you and me, obviously. So, unfortunately, I want to complain, but there is nobody I can complain to. I'm doing that too early. But yeah. Well, if you haven't seen it, I guess a better question is, do you want me to spoil you? Because you probably have not seen it. The question is it alright for me to spoil you? I saw something about Granola getting smacked by a guy that killed his father or something like that, not sure though. Yeah. You are with Pokemon? Now, basically, okay, well, first of all, if anyone else gives a shit about Dragon Ball manga, you probably should mute the stream. Though I doubt that there's anyone here that gives a shit about Dragon Ball except for Colo. But yeah, I will, spoiler alert, basically. So the thing about the manga Colo is that there is this guy. I mean, I know that this might sound like a joke, but there is this guy called Gas, literally Gas, that apparently is part of the race that killed Granola's race, right? And that guy apparently lost to Bardock, but didn't die. So now it's here to kind of like finish the job, because that race that is called the Heaters, I think, want to, dominate the universe and whatever. So they want to eliminate all the threats, which in this case are Goku, Vegeta, and Granola. They are all very exhausted for the fight, so that's not very hard to do. But the worst part is that the way this new guy can actually fight against these three is because, just like Granola, he made a wish to be the strongest in the universe. Just like Granola, it was like, hey, want to be the strongest in the universe, and they were like, oh sure, here, have at it. And now basically he's the strongest, just like that, right? But the worst part is that the guy uses weapons that, like, the guy is fucking Green Lantern. He materializes weapons with energy and fights Granola and company like that. And, basically what I'm trying to say is that it fucking sucks. As if I needed to clarify it already. But, it's so fucking bad, dude. I mean, the Super is bad as a whole, but like it keeps getting worse. That's the weird thing to me. Like, at some point you think this is the worst they have done, right? Like, it can't get any worse than this. But they keep proving time and time again that they can make it worse. So to me, I mean, I guess I gotta congratulate them for being so creative to always make worse things, Like, that takes effort and talent to do. So, I read something about that, but I didn't want to believe it, neither with Granola nor Gas, yeah. And basically, something even worse, this Namekian that I don't know what his name was, I don't remember it, but the guy that basically acts kind of like Granola's mentor. So that guy knew all along that the Heaters were bad, and that they kill Gas' parents along with the Saiyans. But he didn't say anything all this time because otherwise the Hitters will kill him. The problem is that all of this is explained in such a shitty ass flashback. Like, there is a flashback of like 2 pages that say, oh yeah, all along this is what actually happened. Like, it feels so forced because they realize why the fuck will the Hitter be the villains and this green fuck didn't say anything, right? So they are like, okay, how can we make this so it kind of makes sense? And they were like, well, let's put this 2-page flashback that basically says that he knew all along but couldn't do it because he was threatened to be killed. That was just a fucking reason to bring Bardock. But yeah, that's another thing. All of this is just to bring Bardock, which in reality is not really even that important to the story. Bardock, what he just did is forgive Granolah, right? Like, he had mercy on Granolah and his family for no reason. It doesn't make any sense to his character to have mercy of them. But the thing is, that's the only thing he's relevant for now. But even with that, he's not really that important overall to the story, other than to say that, you know, the Saiyans weren't that big assholes as Granolah thought. But other than that, it has no reason to be there. The only thing that really bothers me is that the dragon can grant a wish like that. They can exceed their own powers. Yeah, well, that's another thing. Apparently this dragon is from the planet that they are fighting. I don't remember what's the name of the planet that they are fighting on. But basically they were Dragon Balls in that planet. And they used those Dragon Balls to make him stronger. And as you say, yeah, wishing to be the stronger in the universe shouldn't be possible. But, you know, there is a reason that they give. Like, the reason why they are able to wish that they are the strongest is because as a drawback, they get their lifespan reduced. That's such a bullshit excuse, though. Like, nobody gives a shit about the lifespan of a character that you already don't give a shit about. So if the drawback is that their lifespan get reduced, why would I care? And even if I care, it still doesn't make any sense. Because apparently, like, the real explanation is they unlock the full potential of the people that make the wish. The person that makes the wish. So if I say I want to be the strongest, what the dragon does is it makes all my potential that I could have gained through all my lifespan, right? Like, the strongest that I can get, they put me in that state instantly. But basically all those years that it would have taken to get that strong are taken away from me. It's like fast forwarding. Still, it's absolute horseshit, but that's the explanation they give. Hearing this makes me glad I'm watching One Piece instead. I mean, Dragon Ball, the thing about Dragon Ball is that it ended in the Buu Saga. If I want to recommend someone Dragon Ball, I will say only watch up until Frieza. Cell, as much as Colo is gonna hate me for doing this, for saying this, Cell Saga is trash. It's a shame because it has one of the best characters in the series, which is Trunks. But Cell Saga is absolute trash, and so is the Buu Saga. So if I had to recommend anyone watch Dragon Ball, just watch up until Frieza Saga and then pretend the story ends there. You can watch the rest and still have a good time, but I wouldn't recommend it. Also, yeah, kinda like Attack on Titans. Attack on Titan is a series that got completely fucked on the last. You are trash. I mean, there are a lot of cool things both about the Cell Saga and the Boo Saga. See, the problem is that you think that me saying the Cell Saga is trash is that you think I'm saying that Trunks is trash, that Super Saiyajin 2 Gohan is trash. Like, you think that I think that. No, I don't think that. I think that that's awesome. But from a narrative standpoint, they are trash. And from well, pretty much that. From a narrative standpoint, they fucking suck. They have very good moments, and in fact, in Boo Saga, you have the Super Saiyajin 3 transformation. That's also very good, but again, they are moments. If you analyze the whole thing, it fucking sucks. That's the problem. Right? Like, I understand that we're not talking about Shakespeare or something that is supposed to be very story intensive and smart. We're talking about fucking Dragon Ball. People screaming their lungs off and beating the shit out of each other, right? Sure, it's not the most story charged series, but I think there is a limit to everything, and what the Cell and the Boo Saga do, I think that it's not excusable. Like, how they throw the plot to the trash so easily, to me, it's not excusable. And obviously, I'm not even talking about Super, because what Super does, it's an insult, like, straight up. Oh, fuck. And here we have 10 full paragraphs about why the story is not trash. I'm not gonna read them, though. You don't have to tell me the story. I know the story. Like, just telling me the story is not gonna change my opinion. I know what happens. And knowing what happens, I say that it's trash. So yeah, please, you know, save your words, cause it's not gonna do anything. But you know. The thing is, at the end of the day, you're wrong and I hate you. I see. But yeah. I mean, it's just... Well, I say this multiple times. But if there is a story that is not based on time travel, that uses time travel at some point, to me that story went to the dumpster the moment it mentioned time travel. If the story is not 100% based around time travel, like the whole point of the story is time travel, then to me, when you mention time travel, it already went to shit. What happens to the title? I don't know what you mean to what happens to the title, but anyways, how is it going, Shaor? I don't know what you mean by that. If you mean the title of the stream, I'm saying that I'm playing the 2 digit maps, which are the ones that have 2 digits in their cardinal order. So for example, this map is the 11th map. Yeah, exactly, 2 digit levels. How many digits does the number 11 have? It has 2. So yeah, that's what I mean by that. The 2 digit levels are the ones that have 2 digits in their order. So 10, 11, and every number up until 99 are 2 digit numbers. And then when 100 comes, that's 3 digits, but obviously it's not like this game has 3 digit levels, so you know. So I haven't really been paying attention to this level that much. Being so focused talking about Dragon Ball that I don't even remember what this level was about. I mean, I remember getting stuck in the Sonic section. Really? I wonder if the hitbox on those obstacles is in the whole circle, or if it's only the spikes, because it feels to me that it's the whole circles. Highly recommend practice here. Yeah, but practicing here is not gonna do anything yet. I still haven't gotten to any part that I'm really struggling. Like, I'm basically struggling with everything. So practicing here wouldn't really do anything. If I can do consistently in any particular section, then practicing is worthless. To me, practice is something that should only be reserved when you struggle against one thing. If you struggle against multiple things at the same time, then practice I don't think is gonna do anything for you. So yeah. Like, I'm dying in completely different parts of the stage. In fact, it's been a long time since I got to my personal best. Well, by very long time I mean 10 minutes, which is not very long, but I mean... As you can see, I'm just dying in very, very different parts, so practice mode wouldn't do anything. And honestly, I think my current personal best is an area that doesn't really require that much practice for now. Something tells me that the hard shit is gonna start in 70% or around there. But there is still a long way until I get there, so we'll worry when the time comes. But yeah. For now, this is basically just building muscle memory. And hope to reach 100 attempts. It was fast, but that's how it usually looks. When you first play the level, since you often die a lot of times to the first obstacles, the attempts go by very fast. So the attempt counter gets big very easily. Damn it. That jump, that 40% jump is super hard. It's super hard if you are not paying attention, because it's super easy to fall before the jump refresher. And if you do that, obviously you're dead. That's because of that fucking spike, dude. That fucking spike really tells your brain, hey, we need to get out of here. But it's fucked up. I think my personal best is 50-something%. Oh. Yeah, dude, that part, Like, for example, that's a part that will probably be worth it to practice, because it's been like 5 times that I died to that same spot so far. At the same time though, I know how to do it. The problem is getting the muscle memory to do the same. Like, my muscle memory is not following what my memory banks tell me. Like what my not muscle memory says. You also, it's very encouraged to spam in that section. Because if you take longer to jump, that's gonna happen, you're gonna die like that. So it is encouraged to spam there. Well, either spam, I don't know if... Yeah, if you leave your button press it also, or you don't need to spam. By just letting the jump button press, you can bounce off of a jump refresher. I think. Well, I tried doing it there and it didn't work. Wait a second. Does it work? Let's try that again. No, it doesn't work. Or at least it doesn't work for consecutive jumps, because I tried holding the button there and it didn't work for the second one. You can, yeah, that seems to be the case. So you actually need to spam. Okay, gotcha. Because I was saying that jump wasn't getting registered, so it was a little bit weird. Oh. Since the game doesn't penalize me for spamming, I'll spam. Why not? After all, this is not a written game. So you can spam all you want with no repercussion. Well, the downside of spamming is that in sections like that you get fucked. Obviously. Also today I saw the Korean player that I watch so often. He was playing the new fan-made, well, new, it's like almost a month old at this point, but there is a Sham King fan-made map called the Immortal Babe, and he beat it today. That map is so fucked up. It's the kind of map that I know I will never play. Just like Camellia 3. But it's the kind of thing that you look at and you're like, damn, dude. How do you even put up with that shit? Because I think that the worst part is that, you know, it's something that it's... I mean, I don't have anything against fan-made things. Obviously, I mean, after all, I wanna be the guy community is nothing but fan-made stuff, obviously. But that map really feels fan-made in the sense that the quality of the difficulty is so cheap, so badly balanced, right? And there are still people that have the drive to finish it, which to me it's quite surprising. Because one thing is beating the official maps, that are very hard in their own right, but they are something made by developers, that was tested, that was, you know, played a lot before it got released. So, you know, it's something that is more curated, right? But fan-made maps, no matter how high the quality of the graphics and the music is, which is very high, by the way, it feels like with a difficulty like that, I don't know how you could have the motivation to do it. Again, if it was an official map, I will understand. I mean, it will still be super hard, but having the motivation for fan-made stuff that is super hard, I don't know. I wouldn't have it, I think. At least not on that game. Because obviously, again, when I'm talking about I wanna be the guy that is full of fan-made stuff, I think that's different. But that's different because the only content is fan-made stuff. Obviously, other than I wanna be the guy itself, but you know. And also, another thing that really surprises me of those fan-made maps, right? Like, so far there are two that have gotten a lot of attention, which I think one is called Babe of Ascension, and the other one is called Immortal Babe, as I said. But the funny thing to me, like, the point of the games is, well, just like in the main game, you get to the top and you rescue a girl, right? The fucked up thing for me is that the drawing at the end, that is you having the baby in your arms, for both of the fan-made maps, it's super disappointing. Like, it doesn't have to be a super hot drawing, but the thing is that, considering how much work everything else in the level has, having the drawing at the end, which is kinda supposed to be like the reward, be so disappointing, to me it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you put so much effort into everything else and not into the image at the end, which should be the easiest part, right? The same for GD, only care about the difficult and main levels. Oh yeah, about Geometry Dash, yeah, probably. Also, hey Luis, how is it going? Will appreciate if you didn't, you know, spam letters, if it's possible. Maybe they rushed the release. No, because they are fan-made levels. No, so it's just probably the fact that they knew about someone, like one of their friends, and they were like, hey, you know how to draw? Hey, make me a drawing for this, right? And they did, but the drawing is very low quality compared to everything else. So it's like, I mean, I don't mind, it's a fan-made stuff, it's understandable to have low quality. Damn. I guess some people don't understand with words, okay. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. I don't really know how to... Yeah, there you go, okay. But thankfully, it's easy to do. Anyways, how is it going, Kyle? Came right in time for an for an execution. Yeah. But I was saying, yeah. It's weird because the drawings are so high. Sorry, everything else except for the drawings is so high quality. Like, especially in this map, Immortal Babe, which is the last fan-made map, known fan-made map that was released. Like, the quality of the music is so high. right? Like the music is so good that you're like, them. Did they borrow this from somewhere else? And no, they didn't. Apparently, they composed the music for that specific map. So when you listen to the music, you're like, damn, dude, this is super high quality. And then you look at the image and it's like, wow, I did all of this for this? Yeah, he was just spamming. As you know, here you only get banned for 2 things: breaking terms of service or spamming. So, you know, he broke one of the only 2 rules. Can you believe that? But it's okay. In any case, yeah, what I mean is that it's weird to me that the hardest part of the map, I mean, the hardest part of the quality is so high quality and the easiest is so low quality, right? But yeah, basically, you know. I mean, it's weird that they couldn't, like, you don't need to know someone that draws well. Like, you can just pay a commission, right? That's disappointing for fun games, in my opinion. It's whatever. If the ending isn't special, most of the time you just get a thanks for playing, which is fine. The true reward is that you beat the game. Yeah, no, I know, but in Champ King, kind of like the whole game hypes up the fact that you're gonna meet a super hot girl at the top of the tower, right? So when I see the drawing, I will expect at the very least to be attractive. So, first of all, the drawing of the first famous fan-made map in Champ King, which is called Babe of Ascension, it looks like a super amateur drawing, like the kind of drawing that someone does when they are just starting. I mean, not just a scribble, right? Like, it's a normal drawing. It doesn't look bad, but it looks so amateurish, right? It doesn't feel like a reward. What drawing is bad? Yeah, I'm talking about the fun maps of Shan Kim, Babe of Ascension, and Immortal Babe. So, as I was saying, in Babe of Ascension, the girl is incredibly amateurishly drawn, which is fine if it wasn't for the fact that it's supposed to be your reward for so much hard work, right? Like, it's disappointing, and I don't have anything against the artist, but I just feel that that doesn't belong there, especially when the rest of the map has such high quality stuff in it, right? Except for the difficulty, that is, but you know. And then in Immortal Babe, she doesn't look bad, but the problem is that you see her back. Like, she's basically, she has a full piece dress, right? But you see her not looking at you, right? Like, she's flying but looking away. And she just looks like a generic girl that is wearing a dress. That's it. It's not as amateurish as Babe of Ascension. Like, it actually feels like it's drawn by something that knows how to draw better. But it still is disappointing, right? Like, I feel that for a game like that, I mean, I know that a lot of people don't like the artist that I'm about to mention, but I feel that for that kind of game, and especially with how stupidly hard both fan-made maps are, the reward should at least have the quality of an artist like Sakimi-chan. I know that a lot of people are not a fan of Sakimi-chan because they say that she makes same face characters, right? But, I mean, you can't deny that the quality is super high. So I will at least expect something like that. Probably that's exaggerated. I wouldn't expect something so high, but I mean something that is around that. Or something that looks as good as that, even if it's not that high quality, at least something that it's appealing to look at. But in neither of the fan maps, that was the case. And I feel that it's especially fucked up, again, because of how fucked up the difficulty of the maps is. Like, the difficulty for both maps is so fucked up that I will minimally expect something like that. Because the main game delivers. Like, all of the official maps made by Netsile in Champ King have ending images that look super good, right? I mean, they are nothing out of the ordinary, but they look appealing and they even make sense with the art style of the game, right? Oh, I wasn't supposed to jump on that one. I think this was the last level I beat. Or maybe up to Theory of Everything. I don't know. I can definitely tell you, however, that this level is looking super hard to beat. And Echo recommended me to go practice mode, but I honestly don't feel that I have anything to practice. Because I still am not able to consistently beat the beginning. So if I can beat the beginning consistently, practicing is a waste of time for now. It's gonna come in handy later when I can actually get consistent. But until I can get consistency, it doesn't serve any purpose to me. The dolphin again? What? What dolphin? Oh, Echo. No, not Echo the dolphin. Well, that's actually written differently. Which is something that I never knew. Echo the dolphin is actually written with 2 C's. I thought it was actually written as Echo, like the actual Echo, CH. But no, it's actually Echo with double C. I didn't know that until way too late. Like, I think all my life I thought it was Echo CH, but it wasn't. I think I only found out like 1 year ago. Maybe 2. I don't remember exactly when, but considering that Echo Jr. was one of my childhood games, I found out very late. I understand what you mean. I meant just practicing the whole level so you know what's coming. Oh, what's Jump Orb? Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna be useful, because even if I know it's coming, if the muscle memory is not there, it's useless. A very good example is, well, the example that I always use. In Touhou 15 there is a boss called Clownpiece. The second spell that she has is impossible to dodge unless you know it's coming. I know it's coming, but when it actually comes, my brain doesn't immediately associate that it's coming. Like, when I finish the non-spell, which after that comes the spell card, and the spell card that I'm talking about is that one. When the spell card comes, my brain doesn't instantly say, oh, I need to go up, because otherwise I die. No. I forget to do it, but I don't forget because I don't know it's there. It's because I don't have the muscle memory to know I'm supposed to go up immediately as Clownpiece's portrait appears in the screen. Same will apply to this. I could see the whole map, that I'm still not gonna mentally remember it. Like, my muscle memory is not gonna be built. Even if I know that at some point those jumps come, my finger won't react to it. until I actually build it properly. Which is the reason why I say that I only use practice mode for when I don't know what to do. Because if I don't know what to do, then muscle memory is not gonna help, because I need to find out what to do first and then build the muscle memory. So that's why I use practice mode only for when I don't know what to do. Your favorite Touhou character? That's fucked up. Have you played Touhou 15? Echo? Also known as Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. That's the same place I died. Basically because I was spamming there, but I was just supposed to let myself go. And then keep bouncing up and down. But yeah. Because I can guarantee you, if you play Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, Clownpiece is really not gonna be your favorite character. And Kyle singing. What a secondary. I'm just kidding. I haven't played any Touhou game, not for long. Well, if you play Touhou 15, I can already warn you, you're probably gonna hate every character from that game. But I also gotta warn you something. The intended way of playing that game is point device mode. Because here's the thing. Every Touhou game plays the same, right? Like you have 4 difficulties and you go to 6 levels, right? The thing is, Touhou 15 doesn't work that way. Touhou 15 has 2 modes, point device and legacy mode. Legacy mode is basically the same way as it's been in every Touhou game. You have 6 stages, you have limited lives, if you do no continues, you unlock the extra, etc. Point device is like I wanna be the guy, basically, and since you know about I wanna be the guy, it's perfect for you. Every time you die, you start from a checkpoint. The checkpoints are automatic, so basically what you need to do is just keep surviving and you're just gonna keep progressing. It's impossible to lose, basically. Like just like any I wanna be the guy game, you don't get a game over. Well, yeah, you get a game over when you die, but I mean, you don't have to start all over again. You just need to start from the checkpoint. So again, if you play Touhou 15, play point device mode. Forget that legacy mode is a thing. Play point device and you will thank me later. Even with point device mode, you're still probably gonna hate Clownpiece, but you know. Warning, warning. Clownpiece theme song slap hard. I don't know, I usually don't listen to many recent Touhou Doujin songs. Usually the ones I listen are from like 6 years ago. Probably I should start listening to more new stuff. The problem is that the girls that I love the way they sing are, I think, quite inactive nowadays. Like Hotaru, I'm pretty sure it's way more inactive than before, not to mention that the songs she makes are not with Halosy anymore. Merami Pop, I think it's been a while since she released something with RD sounds. Probably not a while, but I don't think they released too much stuff, at least not as much as they used to release. I think 3L is still relatively active, but not, I mean, other than the Touhou Bossa Nova albums, I don't think she really have collaborated with Shibayan lately. In fact, I don't think Shibayan really is releasing that much stuff lately. Again, other than the Bossa Nova stuff. And then, who else am I missing? Well, I guess Senya still keeps doing songs, right? Well, is it? Is Yuhei Satellite still active? I don't know. Because I heard a lot of people say that Akatsuki Records was like the new Yuhei Satellite. So that will tell me that Yuhei Satellite is not really releasing that much shit, right? Riel is in a lot of circles. Yeah, I know. But the problem is, well, I guess I should follow which circles she's in. But you know, I think it's not only circles. Because see, the thing is, it's a lot about who they collaborate with. Because for example, see, here's the thing. Give me a second. So the thing is, someone like Hotaru, for example, she is super good with Halosy. The problem is, Halosy, the songs they make, to me, most of them are not really good. But when they are with Hotaru, the combination is insane. And Hotaru obviously has a beautiful voice, but I don't think that if she works with many other circles that are not Halosy, can really make songs that I would like too much, right? Like, the godlike combination of Halosy and Hotaru is that Halosy makes very techno-heavy songs, and Hotaru is a very lyrical singer. So it's a combination that you usually don't see that much. Like, someone to have such a, like, an expert voice, combining it with electronic, you know, techno music, EDM, however the fuck you wanna call it, that's hard to find. Most people that sing EDM, techno, or whatever are usually people that sing well, but it's like not that much. To me, Hotaru sings so well that listening to her in the genre she sings with Halosy is something that you won't find very easily, if at all. So that's the main issue. I mean, even if I like the girls' voices a lot, I think that it's also about combinations, you know? Like, when the right combination is made, then you get very good songs. But it's all about the potential. Ah, fuck me in the ass. But yeah, well, with 3L, it's also kind of like that. Shibayan makes a very specific kind of music, and I think that 3L's voice is perfect for that. The same way that 3L voice is perfect for NSHK Records, whatever you pronounce that name. She's very good on those, like, those circles because of the kind of music they make. I don't know if I would like songs that she sings in another circle. I haven't really tried. Like, I will confess that I really have not tried. But, you know, it's all about combinations. I think that with Merami Pop is more of a mixed bag to me. Merami Pop to me has a lot of super good songs, but it also has a lot of really mediocre to bad songs. And they are all with the same circle. Like, I think the circle is called, I think, Diao She Song. I don't know, it's something in Chinese, basically. and she always makes music with a guy that goes by the name of RD Sounds. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but basically it's the one that composes. And even when the combination is that, there are some songs that I don't like. So it's really particular, really. It's all about being with the right person and with the right music, right? I mean, it's kind of like I'm gonna give a pretty extreme example, but like oh shit, damn, it turns into a ship. So someone like, for example, Eminem is one of the best rappers in history, right? Now, if you put Eminem sing a rock song, I don't know if he's gonna do it very well, you know? Like, he's like superb at rap. But if he starts singing rock, I don't know what I would expect from him. Same as, I don't know, just to give a random example, like Freddie Mercury, right? Oh, sorry, I alt-tab, my bad. Damn it. Give me a second. There you go. So, someone like Freddie Mercury is super good at what he sings, at least in most cases, but I don't think that if you make Freddie Mercury rap, he's gonna do a very good job, you know? So yeah, what I'm trying to say basically is that it's not just about the singer, it's about who they collaborate with and what genre of music they make. Like, it's very specific, you know? But yeah. Well, I think that an even more extreme example than Eminem will be Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, if you make him sing anything other than rap, I don't know about that. Well, once he made a song that was kind of like a pop song. I think it's called Sensual something. I don't remember the exact name. I think Sensual Attraction or something like that. I don't remember the song. It's basically supposed to be a very catchy pop song with lots of autotune that I think he made specifically to parody those kind of songs that had a shit ton of autotune. And it doesn't sound that bad, but it definitely doesn't sound like it will be his thing, right? You know, regardless of how talented a singer is, it's all about the field of expertise that he specializes in. Well, it's kind of like trying to make me code in C or C++, right? I mean, yeah, I'm a programmer, I studied programming, but I wouldn't do too good in low-level programming languages. Well, low to medium, right? I wouldn't do well in those. Because I'm used to high-level shit. Java, JavaScript, C#, you know, shit that is super easy. So the moment you take me away from that, I could do something, but I'm definitely not gonna do as good as I do in what I'm used to. obviously. I guess at some point it will be nice to try to code in C++ or something like that just for fun. But that's the problem, just for fun. I don't really find programming really fun at all. So I don't think that will ever happen. I will want to see how well I will do, but then again, programming, I think it's all about having a purpose, right? If you don't really have something you want to make, then programming is useless. You really need to have something in mind for the end product. Obviously, you can program just for the sake of programming, but I think that never goes well. Unless you are like the biggest programming enthusiast in the world, and you can start, making programs that do nothing, but they are technically impressive. Right? Yeah, sure, but I'm definitely not a programming enthusiast. It's just my show. It's the way it is. But yeah. Well, a language that I could probably try at some point is Python. Python in theory is very similar to JavaScript in the sense that it doesn't give a shit about types or many conventions that are usually present in so many other programming languages, right? So Python is something that I could learn, and I probably will do very well in it. I mean, it's basically the antithesis to Java, the way it works, even though both are back-end languages. But yeah. I wonder how I will do with Python. I mean, I think that lately Python is getting super popular. Like, I think Python, popularity-wise, is becoming what Java used to be. Java is still extremely popular, right? But Java at some point was so popular that you will think that it will become the JavaScript of the backend languages, right? Basically a language that barely has any competition for, at least for applications that were oriented towards an end user, right? I mean, not talking about drivers or video games, right? Just applications, well, web applications for the most part, right? What about HTML? I don't know what HTML is. HTML? I don't think, well, I'm assuming that by the acronym it's a markup language. Is it a markup language? Or is it something else? So I don't think I have heard of that. Game maker language, oh, I see. Well, the thing about those languages is that they are usually not programming languages. They are just a subset of instructions that come from a programming language, right? It's kind of like, you know, the command prompt that Windows have, that you can use commands like ping, you know, rm to remove things, cd to change directory, you know that? That's not a programming language, that's just script, right? Like it's basically just a set of instructions that you learn by memory, right? But it's not really a programming language because it really cannot be used for anything other than its intended purpose, in the sense that, like, I don't think you can make... Give me a second. I don't think you can make a driver in GameMaker, That's probably a very extreme example, but what I'm trying to say is that it's not a general purpose thing. It's something that can only be used to do fun games, and it doesn't work outside of that environment, right? Things like, for example, Java, as long as you have the compiler and the interpreter, you can make a Java program that does all sorts of shit. You can make a Java program that, I don't know, connects to a server and uploads files. You can make a Java program that displays a web page. You can make a video game using Java, right? It's general purpose. And at the same time, it's something that, like, programming languages obviously have instructions. They are made of instructions. But the thing is, it's like the instructions are oriented towards the processor, right? Like, high-level languages like Java don't really interact with the processor that much. That's the reason why they are high-level, because they are not really close to the processor. They are generic instructions. But those generic instructions, they have mostly the purpose to order the processor to do something. A GameMaker language just has instructions whose purpose is to talk to the engine, right? That in this case will be GameMaker, right? It's not trying to interact with the processor, even like non-directly, right? I don't understand what you're trying to say, Shaeor. Are you telling me that I need to take a break? Well, I mean, that will probably help, but I don't take breaks while I stream. So I don't really want to take a break. But, it's a good recommendation, but yeah, I never take breaks when I stream. Basically start the stream and then I end the stream. Whatever happens in between, it involves me streaming. Unless obviously there is a technical difficulty. It's been 2 hours and a half, but I stream usually for 3 hours. That's usually how long I stream every day. Sometimes I stream 3 hours and a half, but that's usually the time. So yeah, In any case, I think that Echo, I can't really explain that well why GameMaker is not a GameMaker language is not a programming language. But I hope that you more or less understand what I'm going for. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe technically it can be considered a programming language, but I don't think it is. Like, at least I wouldn't call it a programming language. You do? Nice. But yeah. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to explain some things in words. And I mean, keep in mind, even though I am a programmer, there are just some things that, you know, as I say before, I'm not an enthusiast when it comes to programming. A lot of the stuff I know it because I went to university. But like, I'm not passionate enough to be able to give you a super detailed answer, or rather an answer that you can probably understand better and I can probably understand better. Like, there are a lot of people that are super into computers and they can probably answer you so easily why something is or is not a programming language. But for me, to me, programming is a show. So my theory knowledge is very limited. But yeah. It's a shame though. It will be cool to be a computer enthusiast, but I just can't. At some point things become so complicated that it's like, this is not for me. I think when it comes to my, like, this is something that I think a lot about sometimes. I think that when it comes to interests, I'm very brain dead. I mean, obviously that's an exaggeration, but like, things that I like and things that I dislike, I usually do for the most what's the word? For like the simplest shit possible, right? Like, for example, well, it's actually a funny thing, the one that I'm gonna, well, at least it's funny to me, but when I was in high school, what I wanted to do when I grew up was being into chemistry, right? Like, I felt that chemistry and everything related to it was so interesting, right? And when I actually saw what it was about, I actually saw what you needed to know and what you will apply it into, I was like, damn, this is so boring. And I just stopped caring about it. So, obviously, when you're in high school, you're still very young, so you can say a lot of dumb shit that you want to be X or you want to be Y, and it doesn't really mean much. But the point is that, yeah, the only reason why I was like, yeah, no, fuck chemistry, is because I saw how hard it was and how boring it was to study it. And I was like, no, fuck this shit. Even though I probably, like, I don't think I will be bad at chemistry if I actually try hard at it. But honestly, I can't give a shit. And with programming, the reason why I guess I went for it is that it seemed a lot more familiar, right? It was something that, you know, using a computer for anyone my age, younger, and even a little bit older is like a second nature. So programming is all about, I mean, yeah, you understand some concepts that are relatively complex, but the thing is, with programming, you use a computer. Like, you don't do anything other than using a computer. So, because of that, I was like, damn, this looks relatively simple, so, you know, let's get into it. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I usually never have really complex motivations for the things I do, the things I don't do, the things I like and the things I don't like. That's the reason why I feel that a lot of my interests have brain-dead motivations. But, well, brain-dead is probably pretty harsh. I guess the best way to describe it is that I'm just very simple-minded, probably. Obviously, I do know people that are even more simple-minded than me, so I know that I'm not the worst case of a simple-minded individual, but I will say that I am very simple-minded. And for the most part, I think that I mean, again, I was younger, so it doesn't really matter that much, but I always thought of myself like someone that had a lot more complex taste, someone that, you know, views the world in a different way. But then when you grow up, you realize, no, dude, you're just a simple-minded fuck. There's nothing special about you. And as you say, that's not a bad thing. Like, I know that I'm probably painting it as a bad thing. It's not really my intention. I'm just saying that, yeah, I'm just super simple-minded. At least for most things. There might be some things that I overthink more than others, but I will say for the majority of things I'm very simple-minded. You know. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing at all. In fact, I think that being simple-minded is one of the keys for happiness. Like, to me, when you start troubling yourself with shit a lot, even if you might be justified, you're getting further from being happy. So when you see things in a more simple light, it's way easier to be happy. Obviously, being happy is still super hard, but I feel like being simple-minded is one of the keys. There are more keys, there is not just one, but I think that that's one of them. About the other keys, well, I don't know much about other keys, but I know about that one. Oh fuck. Kinds of people are so predictable that economy uses it for their own purposes. Kinds of people. What? Kinds of people are so predictable. Did you forget about a war there? Or is this game frying my brain? Because I don't think I understand that sentence. Well, maybe it's a mixture of both. Different kind of people, sorted groups. Yeah, well, but I will say that, well, words. Words. Well, I mean, economy in itself, well, that's, I think, another very good example. economy is something that I know I should care if I don't want to lose money. But since it's so complicated and it depends on so many factors outside of my control, I decided to not worry about economy. Like, at some point, I was like, damn, I'm really interested in this because this is basically one of the biggest faults or one of the biggest things or reasons why my country is so bad. Because the economy of my country is bottom of the barrel garbage, right? So I was like, well, I probably need to understand economy to know why this is happening and what can I do. But at some point I was like, dude, there is so much shit that doesn't depend on you. And even the things that depend on you are a headache to think about. And I'm like, I'd rather lose money than worry about this shit. Because if I actually start worry about economy and my money, that's when I feel that that's gonna make me more miserable. Obviously, I'm still conscious of the money I spend. In fact, as you might know, I try to spend the least amount of money in video games that I can. But that's because my understanding for money is very basic. So that's why my brain is like, this is not necessary, well, then try not to spend money on it. This is necessary, like for example food, well, spend whatever money is necessary. So that's what my brain does when it comes about money. I don't try to think any further than that. And because of that, I realize that I'm missing out on a lot of money. And losing a lot of money at the same time with the insane amount of inflation we have in this country. But if I start thinking about that, I'm just gonna become miserable, and the difference is not gonna be that big to be like it's worth to worry about it. Yeah, but no, I mean, when it comes to economy, my way of handling it, as I said, is wasting money on what's necessary, try not to waste money on what's unnecessary, or what's like trying to waste the least amount of money on what's unnecessary. That's my scope in economy, or rather the way I decide to handle it. Aside from that, I have a below basic understanding of the rest. Which, yeah, you could say that it's bad, but I don't know. I'd rather not get too into it because, as I said, I feel that it's gonna make me miserable if I actually start worrying about economy in a country like this. Buying a physical copy of a game you like might be a better way to preserve your economy than actually not using it. Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, because of the insane amount of inflation we have, I understand that using money is a better way of preserving it than not using it, right? Like, you can't save money in this country. Right, I know that. But I also feel like that money that I lose for not spending it in maybe something that I will want to spend it on, like a very expensive video game or whatever, like, I feel that having an interesting amount of money to deal with necessary stuff at any point in time is more valuable than that. Like, just as a safety measure. Like, I don't know what could happen that would require me to actually spend a lot of money on, but it's a possibility. And because that possibility being there, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather save this, even though I know that it's losing value, right? Because, yeah, the possibility of something really bad happening that will require me using a lot of money is very low, but it's there. So I'd rather be ready for that situation rather than, buying a game that I don't really care that much about. Well, I mean, a very good example of a game that I don't care that much about, and because of that I didn't buy because it was very expensive, is actually, let me think about it, because I was gonna give one example, but it wasn't a very good example. No, let me think of another example. Well, for starters, Super Mario Maker. Actually, that's the perfect example. Super Mario Maker is a game that I don't really give that much of a shit about, but I was like, will be cool to play it. But when I saw that you need to pay $60 just to play it and have an active Switch subscription to play the community-made levels, I'm like, yeah, okay, it will be nice to have this game, but honestly I don't care that much. Well, you could call it an irony, but I don't care if it's an irony or not. Point is, there is always risk of a catastrophic event happening, and by catastrophic I mean catastrophic for me, not like a meteorite falling from the sky. I mean like something bad happening in my day-to-day life. Like, the chances are there. So yeah, I am losing money for not spending it, but to me that's a way of being safe enough if something like that were to happen. Because as I say, the chances are there. They are not very high, but they exist. Oh! What? Fuck you. Damn it, gravity switch, and it's constant as well. Chances are extremely high. You think so? I don't think they are extremely high. I mean, I understand we don't live in the safest country ever, but I don't think the chances of a catastrophic event happening are very high, you know. Well, obviously it depends on your definition of high, but I don't think they are very high. But because it's a possibility, I need to shield myself. Well, I guess after, with all the shit that I'm saying, I guess I might not be as simple-minded as I thought. So I think that if I was truly simple-minded, I probably would not even think of all the money I spend. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm not that simple-minded. Oh, still quite simple-minded, I will say, but probably not as exaggerated as I thought. You have to press that thing a lot. Yeah, I know, we live in a very fucked up country, but I still think that the chances are they are what they are, you know. Still pretty low, all things considered. Oops. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's a matter of perspective and comparison, probably. It's not that you're simple-minded, you just don't want to go through the process of doing something about the deprivation of the money, and that's fine, more money will come from where it did. Yeah, I guess for some things I'm not that simple-minded. Could definitely be worse. Spelunky 2 could be a game that might interest you. Unfortunately, Spelunky 2, if that game is anything that's like Spelunky 1, I hate that game. Spelunky 1 might be one of the only games I uninstalled because of how fucking salty I was. So yeah, I don't think I might be interested in that game. Like, for real, Spelunky 1 is a game that made me rage so fucking hard, dude. In fact, Spelunky is one of the reasons why I thought to myself that I didn't like roguelikes. I actually like roguelikes. But that game, alongside The Binding of Isaac, are two games that made me think that roguelikes were not for me. When in reality, those games were not for me. Every other roguelike that I played, I like it. Some more, some less, but I like them, right? Obviously, the proper term will be roguelite with T instead of a K. But you know the point, right? The point is that The Binding of Isaac is pissing me off too. The problem with The Binding of Isaac, there are two problems. First of all, the game is about knowledge of the game. Which you might say, well, no shit, every game is like that. The thing about The Binding of Isaac is that if you don't know what the items do, unless you get lucky, you won't win. Like, unless you get a super good item by accident because you don't know what you just got, you're not gonna win. You need to study the items to be good. And sure, that's something that a lot of people might like, I don't. And the other thing that I dislike about Isaac is that it's fucking disgusting. I don't understand how someone can play that game and not be disgusted at the shit that they are seeing. Like, there is shit, blood, vomit, all that horrible shit all across the way. How can you play a game like that? It's like, dude, I understand that gameplay is more important than looks. But I think there is a limit to everything, and that's my limit, at least. When I see all that disgusting shit, I'm out of here. I don't want to see that. And not everything has to be super cute, but I'm saying I want to see something that doesn't make me disgusted. And Isaac is a game purposely made to disgust you, so no thanks. I don't know, Spelunky 2 hit different for me, like in a good way. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could like that game, but it's anything like, I mean, the reason why I didn't get it is because of the very bad experiences I had with one. One is a game that made me extremely salty. And that's back when I wasn't streaming, obviously. Like, I think I remember playing Spelunky 1 in like 2014 or well, whatever, whenever that game released, I remember playing it. And yeah, it was a super salty experience that I wouldn't like to live again if it's possible. You know? Like, it was just fucked up. I was playing that and yeah. But you know. What I especially didn't like is how fucking fragile the guy is. In a roguelike game where you die once and you have to do all over again, to me that felt like a fucking spit to the face. Because the guy just felt so fucking weak. Like, it's like playing and I wanna be the guy roguelike. That's how Spelunky kinda felt to me. Feels like I'm using the kid from I Wanna Be the Guy with all the weaknesses that it has, but in a roguelike. And I'm like, no, dude, fuck this shit. But, you know, another thing to take into account is that happened some years ago. So my views might or might not have changed. I don't think they did, but you never know. Maybe now I enjoy that game. Who knows? I don't know. But I did not enjoy that game back when I played it, that's for sure. Ouch. The reason I wanna be the guy roguelike, I wanna be the cat. Yeah, I saw it on Steam. I was interested. In fact, I was about to play it, but I want to wait for a sale. But yeah, I have that game in my eye. Whenever it goes on a good sale, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, after all, it's super cheap in my store, so... So, I think that... it's okay. I mean, whatever I might think about that game, I don't know. But the point is that, you know, I'm most likely gonna buy it. Ooh. Fuck. But yeah. There is that, and I think there is one... Wait a second, let me check. I'm gonna alt-tab, so this shit is gonna get weird for a second. Well, for a second or two. I have a list with games. I want to see... There is another game like that, and I don't remember. It's called... I Wanna Be the Creator. I think it's also a Steam game that I have my eyes on that look good. It's just a fun game, right? Like, just a fun game that it's sold on Steam instead of being free, but I saw that and it looked cool. I don't know if it's actually good or not, but what I saw looks good. So, it might be. I don't know. I don't know that. It's on Steam. I Wanna Be the Creator. I think it's a Chinese fun game. But basically it's an I Wanna Be the Guy fun game, but that it's all on Steam. There aren't many like that though, obviously, because most fun games are free because of copyright and shit, but that one is paid. And I don't mind paying for it, but I want to wait for a sale as well. Jesus. This shit is super fucked up. It's super long as well. This is only 68% of the map. Only 68 and it just keeps going. And here it stops being a ship and it starts being the cube again. Hey Fuki, how is it going? No, I am playing the single player levels. I don't really plan on playing community levels until I beat all of this. Obviously that's gonna take a long time, but you know, I'm not really in a hurry. But yeah, no requests for me. But you know, I appreciate the intention regardless. Good show, thanks. Fortunately I couldn't get to 69%, that would be cool, but very close. Ah, fuck me. But yeah, I guess I could go into training mode, mostly because I'm probably about to end the stream anyway, so might as well try that. Ouch. Might as well try to see the rest of the level before I end the stream, right? I mean, why not? I built a lot of muscle memory for this first part. A lot of muscle memory that I really lack at the beginning, but I guess I got quite good at that first part. Problem is that these parts are super hard, or at least way harder than the rest. Yeah, this thing, when you're a little ship here, it's super hard to control because it goes so unbelievably fast. But yeah. Come on. Let's make the switch here. It's basically just pressing the button. And here... Wait, what? How the fuck do you do that? Wait a second. Oh, you're supposed to go down. Wow, this shit looks super hard. Okay. What the fuck? You're supposed to go up? This looks extremely hard. Oh, you're supposed to jump before you bounce the second time. Wow. Well, that's not that hard. Could be worse, but then. And there you're supposed to jump as soon as you land on top. Okay. This section is super tough. I guess there was no chance to win this today. Like, I thought that maybe if I try harder more, I will eventually get this today. No fucking chance I get this today. Practice, yeah, practice, but see, that's the thing. Practice is necessary here, in this particular point. I think everything before this is just a matter of muscle memory. But here, with how confusing everything looks here, it's a matter of figuring out what to do. But yeah, from now, and I don't know until what percentage, but yeah, practice is super necessary here. It indeed is. In fact, I think that if I actually had more time to, well, if I wanted to stream for longer, I probably would have reached the same conclusion, that I will go to practice mode. Well, in fact, I kinda went to practice mode because of that, because it didn't seem clear what I was supposed to do. Yeah. Damn, this shit gets super hard. Yeah, I don't know about this level, honestly. Wow, this is ridiculous. Keep in mind, I'm doing this from here. Like, the checkpoint is right there. Right? So it's very easy to just retry this every single time, but I'm gonna put the checkpoint closer. But like, if you actually do this in real runs, like, this is just super fucked up. I mean, I know that here I'm probably not performing as good as I will normally perform, because I'm obviously being very laid back, because I know that if I die, I'm just gonna respawn right there. But Jesus Christ, dude, this looks so challenging. Like, this last part is ridiculous. I think this might be the first level that I see in the main game that is as hard as this. Like, it might be the first one that actually gets super hard. Well, after all, this is the first level that I start in one stream and could not finish in that same stream. All of the levels so far have been levels that I started and finished in one stream. This is the first one where I cannot do that. This one is actually quite tough. You were right about hard parts starting at 70%. You mentioned that early on here. That was a lucky guess. That was actually a very lucky guess, but yeah. Well, it makes sense what Kyle said. Kyle said that this is where he stopped playing. It makes sense. It makes sense because this is definitely, in terms of difficulty, way harder than anything that came before. Like, I think the past 5 levels or so, like basically since level 6, I think, all of those levels are levels that took me pretty much the same amount of time to beat, 1 hour and a half. With the exception of the previous level that took me 1 hour only. It's kind of interesting, right? This one is the only one that's taking me way longer. And if I actually try harder, that is gonna take me even longer than that. Like, I will predict, if I want to actually try hard this level, which I don't really think I want to for now, but if I really wanted to, this will probably take one whole stream. Like, one more whole stream. Like, I think that in 3 hours I could beat this level. 3 more hours. But yeah, I don't think I'm very interested in that, because it legitimately seems super hard. I mean, keep in mind, I'm in practice mode right now and I'm failing like crazy. So imagine if I actually was doing real runs, the amount of time I will be wasting. It will be insane. So yeah. I think this might be the first level that it might be worth to skip. I mean, well, the next one might be even worse. But I don't know. This one really is super fucked up. This one does not fuck around. Also, judging by the graphics, the way the background changes, the lightning strike and all of that, it feels like the music gets crazy at this point. Feels like this is another one of the drops that the song has, and it's probably crazy as shit. I mean, most likely. You can tell the intensity on everything. I mean, background changing, obstacles coming out of nowhere, a lot of visual noise, right? So you can tell that this probably gets super crazy. It is. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that it's super good too. But yeah. I unfortunately think that I will need a very try-hard session to be able to beat this. And I don't think I really want to do that. At least not yet. But you know, it's a challenge that I can consider. Keep in mind, I still can't progress the last time I got stuck in. I know that I'm not using any checkpoints, but I'm not using checkpoints basically because even using checkpoints here is hard. There is barely any breathing allowed. You are not allowed to breathe once in this section. No break. It's just constant destruction. But yeah, even if I place a checkpoint, it will not really be. The level after this is way easier. Yeah, maybe the next time I stream Geometry Dash, which I obviously don't know when it's gonna be, I could try the next level instead of trying to try hard this one. I could definitely do that. But I don't know. Again, keep in mind, that's the thing with this kind of games. I never know when I'm gonna stream them. In fact, you know what? You want to know when I decided that I was gonna play this game today? 5 minutes after I started streaming. It was basically either this game or I Wanna Maker, and I was like, no, I already played I Wanna Maker yesterday. I don't really want to play it again. Or rather, I wouldn't mind playing it now, but I feel that it wouldn't be cool to have it 2 days in a row. At least not now, where the heat is not a problem, so my computer can process many things without worrying about heat. So when heat is a problem, however, yeah, I probably will want to play I Wanna Maker a lot because my computer wouldn't be able to handle much else. But for now, since I can handle more things, I want to avoid streaming so much I Wanna Maker, right? But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that with this kind of games, I never know when I'm gonna stream them. Like, I might stream them next week the same way I might stream them next year. These are the kind of games that are just not something that are on the menu very often. As I said, I wasn't gonna play it today until the last 5 minutes where I decided to play it. But yeah. Honestly, dude, picking games to stream is becoming really hard. like lately picking games that I want to stream is becoming super hard, which is the reason why you see so many repeated games. Usually before, other than Touhou, I didn't really repeat games that often. But nowadays I'm repeating a lot because I'm really, well, as I've been saying for quite some time, I'm really running out of games that I want to play on stream. Worry not, there are still some games that I haven't played that I want to play. And there are also a lot of games that I haven't bought that I want to play, and if they get on sale I'm definitely gonna play. But yeah, right now my library of games to stream looks very small. Again, games to stream. There are a lot of games that I could play, but those aren't games that I probably wouldn't really stream. But yeah, that's the thing. Maybe I can recommend you some top tier fun games like all time classics. Yeah, I've been also thinking about that. Though, it really... Yeah, that's something that I actually don't know why I stopped doing. Maybe because my standard for fun games are super super high. You're already doing Maker and I want to turn it, so I will hold back on that. No, but the problem that I have is that to me, my standard for fun games is incredibly high. Like, to me, the way the average fun game should look, and like, keep in mind this is extremely unrealistic and extremely fucked up for me to think this way, and I know. But to me, the average quality of a fun game should be like Domu. To me, that should be the average, and it's obviously not the average. So that's how high my standard for fun games are. A fun game to me should be like that. If it's lower than that, I could accept something like let me think. Like Heaven Trap. Right? Heaven Trap is a game that I like playing a lot, and to me that will be the minimum I will be willing to play. Yeah, I know, it's fucked up, I understand. Most fun games are not like that, it's obvious. I mean, after all, these are fun games. They are not made by big companies, they are made by a single person most of the times, sometimes by a small group of people, with no financial compensation. So I understand that that's an unrealistic and super fucked up standard. But yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna play very low budget fun games. I probably would. But like, basically, I think I have something better to say. I probably wouldn't play any fun game that is lower quality than the original I Wanna Be the Guy. That's probably what I will say. If it's anything lower than I Wanna Be the Guy, I don't wanna play it. And again, that's probably an unrealistic standard, but to me, it has at least to be as good, or, well, obviously better than I Wanna Be the Guy. If it's lower, I mean, it really will depend, but I don't know, dude. Like, for example, I Wanna Be the Heaven Trap to me is a game that has almost the same quality as I Wanna Be the Guy. So that's the reason why I used that as a limit before, but thinking about it, it's better to mention the original, right? If a fun game is worse than I Wanna Be the Guy, quality-wise, and when I say quality-wise, I mean overall quality, then I'm probably not interested. But yeah. But to me, that's the minimum, not the average. To me, the average will, as I said, be something like Domu. Domu, to me, it's a game that I like a lot. It's still not the one I like the most. But to me, Domu is like what every fun game should be inspired to be. Should aspire to be. If it's better, like I think it's called I Wanna Find My Destiny. I think that game. If it's like that, then that's perfect. But that to me is what's higher than average. To me, I Wanna Find My Destiny is like the top. Like, it can get much higher than that. So that's why I mentioned like Domu. To me, Domu is like in the middle ground. I Wanna Find My Destiny is super high. Heaven Trap is like the floor. And anything below that, I don't think I will be interested. Unless I get baited into it. I already got baited into that with some games like I Wanna Find the Four Elements, I think it's called. That game was not very good, but it was like, yeah, whatever. It exists, I played it, I beat it, sure. Whatever. Have you played I Wanna Get Culture 2? I don't think I did. Give me a second, I want to Google it. Because if I haven't played it, there's probably a reason why I didn't. Because that's not the first time it gets recommended to me. Maybe I did play it. Give me a second, I Wanna Get Culture. Yeah, I think I know the reason why I didn't play this. I didn't play this because of the difficulty. And no, I remember the reason. It wasn't because of the difficulty, or rather, the difficulty was part of the reason, but because it's a medley. I'm not interested in medleys if I haven't played at least a very big portion of the games. Oh, actually, wait, you're mentioning I Wanna Get Culture 2. Oh, yeah, well, aside from being a medley, I Wanna Get Culture 2 is rated as a 70. There is no way I can beat a 70. Or, I don't think it's a matter if I can or I cannot. It's a matter that I don't want to beat a 70. When it comes to difficulty, my maximum is 60. Anything higher than 60 to me, it's way too hard. So yeah. Maybe 65, because a lot of people consider Boshi to be a 65, and I'm fine with that kind of difficulty. Well, that's another standard, if you want to, like, put it in your mind. Like, difficulty-wise, anything harder than Boshi in hard-on mode, which is the one where the bosses have more health and a lot of shit, anything harder than that, it's too hard for me. So yeah. You can also use Boshi as a standard, as a limit for difficulty. Anything harder than hard-on Boshi is just not for me, basically. So yeah. If you want to search for fun games that I might like, I think those are the best. Wow. Those are the best parameters I could give you. Minimum quality, the original I Wanna Be the Guy. Maximum difficulty, Boshi on hard on. Between that, I probably can play anything. Except for Needle. If it's a Needle game, I'm not interested. Like, straight up, if it's Needle, don't even bother. I'm probably not interested. It has to be either adventure or avoidance. You say you didn't want to play a melee if you don't know most of the games. How does that make sense, though? The idea of a melee is to show you a variety of games you haven't seen before. No, I think that the idea of a medley is to see references that you can recognize, right? Like, to me, a medley, it's kind of like... Let me give you an example. It's like playing... Let me try off an example that will make sense here. Fuck. Give me a second. I know that I have an example, but I need to think about it. It's like playing, you know, the game Super Robo War Seed, I think that's the name, which is a turn-based RPG with robots from a lot of mecha animes. It's like playing that game without having watched a single one of those animes. It's like it loses all the purpose to me, because I see Messenger, I see Getter Robo, I see Gundam, and I'm like, who the fuck are these guys if I never watch it, right? And to me, the whole point of the show is that you see all these different characters interacting together, referencing shit, right? Like, the idea of that game is that you know beforehand what's in there. That's the point of Super Robo Wars. Well, to me, that's also the point of Medleys. That you see stuff that you already played because it's supposed to remind you of it, and see it all together in a mixture. To me, that's how I feel, at least. Obviously, you know, people can view that differently, but when it comes to me, that's how I think about it. To me, it's like playing Super Robo Wars without having watched a single one of the animes of the robots that appear there. Like, if I don't know who Messenger, Getter Robo, or Gundam are, then there is no reason for me to play that game. I wanna try a collab. Let me check. Delicious Fruit. I wanna try a collab. Is the name, yeah. But dude, these are quite hard. Like, these games, I mean, they are in the limit. Normally, I don't know, dude. See, here's the thing. I will probably be only interested in a game that is this hard, or at least it says that it's hard, if it has something else that I will be interested in. They are not too hard. Right, but well, according to Delicious Fruit, they are. I mean, I know that Delicious Fruit is not the all-knowing god that can do perfect analysis of the games, but I mean, according to Delicious Fruit, those games are in my limit. And as I said, I probably will only be interested in playing a game of that difficulty if it has something else that will appeal to me other than, well, the difficulty itself. Though, when it comes to recommendations, someone recommended me a game that I think is I Wanna Showdown. I think I didn't play that game, and it seemed like it had a nice low difficulty, and it was also an adventure game. So in my mind, that's the game I have. Like, the next fun game that I will play other than I Wanna Turn stuff, I guess, will be that one. I Wanna Showdown. Probably. Because I don't mind if a fun game is too easy, right? That's the reason why I say that the maximum is Boshi. I don't really have a minimum, right? Like, minimum can probably be 10. I wouldn't care if the fun game is too easy, as long as it's good, obviously. Don't really have a minimum for that. Or the same way I don't have a maximum for quality. Like, I wouldn't look at a game and be like, oh, this is too good for me, I'm not gonna play it. No, like, obviously if it's really good, then that's better. And if a game is very easy, obviously I wouldn't necessarily say that's better, but I wouldn't mind if a game is super easy. Like, sure, whatever. It's a time killer, right? That's the important thing. As long as it's good, if it's easy, I don't mind. I think I'm gonna end the stream here though, because this practice is not going anywhere, and you know, this is very hard. Oh, I can open the daily shit. What am I gonna get? Diamonds and more diamonds and whatever that shit is. Alright, sure, why not? Showdown is chill. I wanna be the green. I can check that too. But yeah, no, I mean, I think if I actually want to check fun games to play, I can probably do it. But as I say before, I probably want to save those kind of fun games for when it's summer and it's really hot. Because when it's summer and it's really hot, it's not gonna be a problem for my computer to run them. While at the same time, just to give a random example, playing a game like Dark Souls 3 in summer wouldn't be nice for my computer, right? So I feel like I will be saving a lot of those Iwana fun games, including Iwana Maker, for when it's really hot. Because I don't have an air conditioner and I don't think I'm gonna put it, so yeah. But in any case, I really appreciate the recommendations. They are always welcome. But anyways, that's gonna be it for me for today. Obviously tomorrow is Tetris Saturday, so that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with Tetris Effect. So you know, have a good one and take care everyone.